9 zodiac signs that have a strong intuitive gift. Intuition, fairly distributed throughout the year. Actually, everyone has it. It's just that not everyone feels it equally strongly, can or wants to perceive it at all, or perhaps even prefers to avoid it. Nevertheless, it is one of the greatest assets that we humans can be born with. The writer, Paolo Coelho, called it the alphabet of God. Our intuition knows everything, even if we don't always appreciate it. The reason why some people feel it more strongly than others could be found in the sign of the zodiac that adorned the firmament at the time of our birth. In any case, the intuition of these 9 zodiac signs is above average. Aries. Aries loves confrontation and is not afraid to deliberately provoke it from time to time. Their instinct, or intuition, is a good guide. In any case, he rarely comes out the loser. This inner strength is also what makes Aries a little different from the other dominant signs of the zodiac. It is not quite as subtle as that of Leo or as combative as that of Capricorn, but it always creates clear relationships. Gemini. They are often accused of having 2 faces. In any case, they like to use their strong emotions to sometimes leave their fellow human beings in the dark about their intentions. They are the gamblers among the zodiac signs and love to win. This strategic dancing back and forth can make living with them quite tedious. Prudent and less flighty. Zodiac signs don't really begrudge the Gemini for getting away with this trick again and again. However, justice prevails here too. Many a Gemini has had to face many a crash landing despite having a strong intuition. And once the double agent among the zodiac signs has been exposed, he no longer has an easy time of it with his contemporaries. Leo. The self-confident and courageous Leo knows his worth. He doesn't need to start a conflict or play any confusing games with those around him. His intuition is strong, and he often makes decisions based on it. Of course, the proud Leo would never admit this. People who can call Leo their zodiac sign will rarely have problems in their professional life. They are practically born with assertiveness and decisiveness. In their private lives, pride can occasionally be a bad advisor. However, a strong intuition keeps it in check, at least most of the time. A Leon sometimes roars quite a bit. Although these outbursts come from the heart, they can still be a challenge for sensitive contemporaries. Virgo. The pragmatic and hypersensitive Virgo can literally smell mischief. Her intuition has saved her virgin skin in many a life situation, which is why she occasionally tends to completely ignore her intellect in favor of her gut feeling. Not only does she know that she is always right anyway, she also has to express this at every suitable and unsuitable opportunity. Logically, this doesn't just make her friends. Having made the right predictions in the end doesn't make things any better for her in retrospect. It may be more of a curse than a blessing to always be right. Conversely, however, repeatedly nudging those around you that they were wrong is not a nice character trait. For once, reason and intuition are in agreement on this point. Scorpio. It is considered one of the difficult zodiac signs, as its agenda is not always clear to everyone. When he plays with his fellow human beings, he does so to his advantage and without regard for collateral damage. He uses his intuition very wisely and combines it with his razor-sharp mind and wealth of experience. The Scorpio is considered to be extremely suspicious. His gut feeling advises him to be extremely careful when dealing with other people. His entourage is therefore often quite manageable. Gaining his trust will not happen easily. You have to earn it seriously, but then you can count on him and be sure of his backing. Sagittarius. The humorous and truth-loving Sagittarius doesn't always go down well with his hard-on-tongue tactics. His feelings often win out over his intellect, but this rarely gets him into serious trouble. With a smile on his face and the certainty that he doesn't want to harm anyone, Sagittarius gets through life with precision and ease. He uses his intuition to the best of his ability so that he doesn't have to think too much. Of course, they know, intuitively, that their strengths clearly lie at the emotional level and are not a matter of the head. Sagittarius. People love variety. You could even describe them as a little erratic, but their gut feeling is simply always on the air. This is why Sagittarians are always drawn towards new territory. Capricorn. Their most important character trait is their determination. Anyone who wants to get in the way of a Capricorn should dress warmly. He knows intuitively when it's worth staying on the ball and not losing sight of his goals. Some people accuse him of doggedness and a downright compulsion to follow the path he has chosen consistently to the end. However, Capricorn knows that it can rely completely on its intuition. It would point out a necessary change of course to him, and it would do so very clearly. Aquarius. Aquarians are considered rational thinkers and cool heads, but they are also unconsciously very strongly guided by their innate intuition. He would never admit it, but not every decision he makes is based on sober facts. Similar to the Capricorn, he is very focused in his plans, but implements them more discreetly and much more diplomatically than the Capricorn. Aquarians have a very good feel for their fellow human beings and know exactly what they can and cannot expect of them. With this tactic, they often get further than other zodiac signs who are determined to try to get their way. Pisces. The diplomatic Pisces likes to let things come to them. Chasing after them or fighting for them is not their thing. It's hard to believe, but their intuition is very strong, and they rarely make decisions without it. However, Pisces natives don't make a big fuss about it. They live in trust of their intuition from childhood. They know no other way. Patience, understanding, and imagination are faithful companions of a strong intuition. Pisces people therefore have plenty of them. Feelings and intellect, rarely in balance, always on hand. As we all know, nobody can have everything. However, the good gifts of life are not really unfairly distributed among the zodiac signs. Some qualities only seem desirable to us when we don't have them to the desired extent. It is similar with intuition. It lies dormant in each and every one of us. How much we listen to it, and whether we let it have its say at all, is a question of personal attitude, but also of practice. Listening to our gut feeling can actually be trained. The more often we listen to the inner voice that tries to warn us against bad decisions and pushes us into the arms of the good ones, the better we understand it.